Hello, everybody. Shirley from Following the Yellow Brick Road. I do have a few new viewers, so I just wanted to make sure and introduce myself. Um, Letting the lag time catch up with me a little bit, making sure that I have a good signal. If you guys can see and hear me, please let me know. I've got a little bit of a lag here and some buffering, so just let me know if you can see and hear me. Hi, Henry and Leanne. How are you guys doing? I guess you'll be heading north before too long. That's kind of exciting. How's things going with the trailer? There's Donna. Hi, Donna. Can see and hear me? Hey. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? I just saw a quick thumbnail that there's tornado warnings in Texas. I hope it's not anywhere near you. Can see and hear me? Okay, good. All right. Yay. So there's Ken and Carla. Hi, guys. How's the weather in your area? I'm in like eastern Kansas now, and today has really been pretty nice. It started out kind of cloudy this morning, but by around noontime, the clouds all blew away, and we've got clear blue skies and nice sunshine. It got up to 82 inside the trailer, so I had to turn the air on. Rainy in Illinois. Wow. Jennifer, how's your weather? Hoping you don't get hit by any storms. So far, I think we've all been pretty fortunate. Had one kind of scary episode, but otherwise been doing okay. Supposed to get rain, but nothing cooler air though. Oh, that's probably good for you. What's your temperatures like there? It's been mild here in Kansas. Highs have been in the 70s and lows in the 50s at night, upper 50s, which is good, to near 60s. So that's good sleeping weather inside the camper. So thanks, Ken and Carla. Everybody, thumbs up if you would. So anyway, I am so pleased with this campsite. Uh, Sometimes you never know. When I made the reservation, the name of this park is Slough Creek. Doesn't sound very appealing, um, but the campsite, when you look at the campsite pictures to book, the campsite looked really great. There are about 4 loops in this particular park in the campground. Um, I happened to pick the better loop, so I was really very fortunate. And as I drove in here, I was just amazed at how beautiful it was. How all the trees and the nice green grass that's been mown, and it looks really nice. And I have out my windows here is the lake. So, and I have a very clear view of the lake. Let me see if I can show you. Um, New trailer is at the doctor fixing a few things before leaving for Missouri. Oh my. Okay, well, I hope that comes out okay. I guess I'll hear more about that when we get together. Was 80s and steamy, now a little cooler. Okay, that's good. That's good. But 80s isn't horrible. I I'm okay until it starts reaching 90, and then I just get it's too hot for me. The rain stopped here. We added a carrier to the back of the trailer. Where is here exactly? I know that you're south of where you live, but I don't remember exactly where. So, That's Dawn texting me pictures of her shower. So I don't know. Last week during my live, they were cleaning out their basement. And this week it looks like she's cleaning in the shower. So I don't know what her problem is. Um, good idea. Will Leanne be comfy there? Let's see. On the carrier. That's funny. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? How's your weather up there? Hopefully, it's pretty nice by now. I know you're live, but I wanted you to see those. Okay, so let's see what she's showing me. Let's see what Miss Dawn has to say. How you guys doing, Dawn? She got her some new, looks like corner shelf. You know how they build those shower walls and they put up those little shelves and then there's no way to really hold anything on there when you travel. Well, it looks like she's found a nifty little device to put on the shower wall to hold her bottles in place. That's really cool, Dawn. Let's see what this other one looks like. Back. Oh, you have one up higher too. Okay. So it's the same thing, it's just in a higher position. I'm trying to enlarge it so we can see that it's kind of being hidden. But anyway, there's one up above that one. Same thing. Here at home, we are home. Ken and Carla just like the movie Vacation and Chevy Chase. Hey, Miss Summer, how are you? How you doing? How's the weather in New York? Hopefully you're having some really nice spring days by now. And Carla and Pearl. I am Miss Pearl. How is Miss Pearl? Little Mr. Ziggy's hurt one of his legs, and he's been limping quite a bit. So they've both kind of had some trouble getting in and out of the door with the steps. But he slips and slides on the tile. And I think he may have actually hurt his leg trying to come up the steps inside. So I'm not really sure, but he's getting carried in and out the door now and resting. And I've got some doggy Motrin and I'm giving him that. So, oh, chicken soup almost ready. Yay, good for you, girl. Yes, it will be good to see Miss Donna. I know, poor Ziggy. He's let me see if I can show you him. He's here beside me on the couch. Can you see him? Take the comment off. There he lays, resting away. So he's just been kind of either laying on the couch or laying in my lap, pretty much. As soon as I can, my son and his family just stop by. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. You take care of your family, Melody. Visit with them. I know. I can't wait till next week either. Don, is there rice in that soup? She didn't say chicken and rice. Oh my gosh. Although that'd be a good way to cook some rice. You thought about it? Yeah. I mean, it's easy to do in a whole pot of soup. You can just throw in a quarter or a half a cup and it kind of helps to thicken up your soup and it gets done really easy. So it's a thought. I gotta move my coffee so I don't spill it. Hi, Carol. How are you? Miss Carol has a YouTube channel now, you guys. She's been putting up some shorts. So stop by and visit her channel and check her out. Egg noodles. Did you use the Reams noodles? Because I really enjoy them with my beef and noodles. And the only difference that I would do is make sure that you use a low sodium broth because it was just a little bit saltier than what I like. And So anyway, you already had them? You already had the Reams noodles? Gonna get Dawn to make us some rice. Good luck with that, Carol. I'm telling you. She will not even try. Hey, Dawn and Scotty, how are you? That was some cruise you guys had. The food on that cruise really looked good. I was very surprised with that. Looked very nice, but that was kind of their thing to begin with, wasn't it? And I found a can of the Keystone meat, but it's chicken some. Oh, nice. Well, let me know how that turns out, because I'll buy some of that if it's good. Not the Reams. I really like the Reams noodles. They're not as good as my homemade noodles, but for frozen noodles, they're not bad. She's so dumb with rice. Whoops. I just got my 2 broths, chicken and beef, from This Farm Wife. Cool. Is that like a website, Carla? That's interesting. You're welcome, Carol. Got to have a little help when you're getting started. It was only $2. Cool. All right, I'm going to look. I got to go to the Walmart when I get there to Rushville. There's one not far away from the campground. So I'll look for it there. Can't buy the Reams. Not enough freezer space. Oh, darn. Well, you better cook some of that food up then. YouTube, but ordered it on Amazon. Oh, okay. Interesting. This Farm Wife. I'll have to try to remember that. This Farm Wife. Let me make a note real quick. You know how I am. If I don't make a note of stuff, I forget it. So what all do they sell on that site, Carla? You said you got broth, chicken, and beef. Is it just chicken and beef broth? Is that what you're saying? This Farm Wife, I think was what it was. Now I gotta scroll back to find it. This Farm Wife. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. That's what I said to Dawn for sure. The heck is Reams? Reams is the brand of noodles. I'll show you. I've got still some left in the bag. I used a half a bag when I made my beef and noodles, but I probably could have used just a quarter of a bag, because the amount that I made with that 1 can of beef, and let me tell you, it was very beefy. With that whole can of beef, I probably wouldn't decrease the amount of noodles, because there just wouldn't be enough. That little can of beef goes quite a little ways. So this is a 24-ounce bag, and they are Reams home style noodles. You find them in the freezer section, and they're really good. So you can do like rotisserie chicken and pick it, or you can this beef that I used. I don't know if you saw it the last time, Donna. Did you see the canned beef that I used? Hi, Lucretia. Nice to see you. Yeah, they are yummy, aren't they? Orrington Farms, and not too salty. Orrington Farms. Got it from Amazon, but saw it on This Farm Wife. This Farm Wife, I guess, is the name of the YouTube channel. Is that correct? And about that Walmart, I was thinking we can have a girls' day and go to the Walmart. Is that possible? Sure. Why not? We haven't done that in a while. Oh, you see. Yeah, they're really good. I'm going to put these back in the freezer. I actually have one serving of the beef and noodles left, and I'll probably have it tomorrow. I needed a break for a day or two. I used one 14-ounce can of beef, one small single serving can of peas, and a half a bag of noodles, so 12 ounces of noodles. Um, and I used a box of chicken broth and, oh, I'm sorry, not a box, a can of Campbell's beef broth. And I added a can of water to that to have enough broth for the noodles. Um, and it cooked very well, tasted really good. Actually tasted better on the second day than it did on the first. I think the noodles had time to absorb the broth a little bit more. So yeah, it was really pretty good. Make you want to slap your grandma. Yeah, they're pretty good. Not too shabby. I love making homemade noodles and I love the taste of them. But if I made noodles like I do at home, I'd have noodles in my freezer forever. So anyway, Lucretia, how are you? How's life been treating you? I saw that you got a new Fitbit. How's that working out for you? There's Mr. Peter. So we have Peter and Summer both here. The Lairds are present and accounted for. Not had updates on Sharon, so that's why I haven't said anything. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot lately other than their insurance has run out for care in the nursing facility, and they're going to be discharging her home. They were waiting on equipment and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot on Bobby taking care of her and then trying to do outpatient rehab and stuff. So y'all keep them in your prayers because that's a lot of work. And as a home health nurse, I can tell you that it can be tough for the family to keep up. So I hope somehow they can get some respite care in there for them too, which allows, the caregiver to leave for a while and someone to be there with her while he, whatever, goes to the store, takes the truck for a wash or whatever, just to get out and to be able to relax and breathe for a little bit. Because it's really important for caregivers to take care of themselves. So, yay, yes. You loving springtime in New York, Summer? Loving the Fitbit. Very good. Very good. I've got to watch some of your videos and kind of catch up. I've been a little bit delinquent lately. I've been doing some projects around my trailer and trying to use this time alone wisely and get some things done that I've needed to do. Thank you, Dawn. Sending prayers. Yes. Christy was on vacation. So, yes, she was on vacation. Going to her son's house, right? I'm not being... I don't remember every single detail in the post. So thank you guys for adding to it. I appreciate that. I had a long conversation with Christy about the situation. It's really sad how these facilities have become. Yeah. They can be... they're not all top notch. There's very few that are top notch. And, insurance companies like to go mid-range or so. just to try to keep their costs down too. So it's very difficult. And then, you know, prices and cutbacks and everything. It's hard on this. It's hard on the staff as well. It's never very pleasant. It's nursing homes typically have always been a little bit short staffed to begin with, and with all of the economic cuts and everything, I'm sure that they've had to cut their staff even further. So it's not all the facilities' fault, because some of the regulations and the pricing and everything puts them in the position that they're in. So it's really sad all the way around. Summer, we are going to be camping in Bath, New York in July. Well, that's so cool. Very nice. Now, where is that in relation to Niagara Falls? I have no idea where Bath is actually located. Finally, all green and decent temperature. Yay! That means you get to cut the grass more often, right, Peter? It's never good. There's Aggie. Hi, Aggie. Nice of you to join. I forgot to tell you that I was doing a live stream tonight. So, Aggie is a new friend. She's camped right across the road from me. I met her a couple of days ago when I came into the park, and she's also traveling alone with her Australian Shepherd, and very sweet lady. So she's thinking of eventually going out full time on the road by herself. And so we've been doing some talking together. So it's really nice to have you on here, Aggie. Glad you could join us. Do you guys want to stop by? Oh, see, there you go. I'll tell you, they have a really nice place there. Kevin and Dawn parked their fifth wheel in there. I had my Airstream in there. It's just a really nice place. You should, if you're going to be anywhere near, you should spend a day or two with Peter and Summer. It's an amazing location, and they're just great people. Thank you, Dawn, for welcoming her. Is it fairly close to you? Your new friend at the campground for sure. I also met the couple next to Aggie. Well, not the couple, but I met the lady. And she talked, and they live just really right across the lake, and they come here and camp frequently. So, you know, I've made 2 new friends since I've been here, which is really nice, and I've got a few more days. So this is just really a beautiful park, and the people are all very nice. Niagara Falls is about 3 hours northwest of Bath. So where is Bath in relationship to where you are? I guess that's what I should have asked. And the fact that some facilities are not set up for certain. Exactly, Henry. Exactly. Yeah, you have to have the right type of facility and staff, and physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy for the kind of care that Sharon needs. Yes, at the rain hall. So, otherwise, it turns into a forest. Yes, it can grow really fast, can't it? Hey, Kevin, how are you? How's life treating you? I saw you guys really cleaned out that basement. Looked pretty nice. Peggy says thank you. So love Peter and Summer's yard. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. I love walking the dogs in their yard. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Just Western New York, as a general rule. I know the first year that I went up there and stayed with Peter and Summer, I was just absolutely amazed. Of course, I drove from Ohio into Western New York, and so I got to see a little bit more of that Western New York area. All the vineyards and everything up there, it's just absolutely stunning. Just beautiful, beautiful country. So I wish I could go back there every year, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. But anyway. saying hi to everybody. Off to Fort Massac. Oh, I love that park. That was a nice park. Donna and I stayed there and had a good time. It was a pretty nice campground. Tornado hell. Hello. Woo. Well, hey, you wild man. Oh my gosh. His sister Debbie reposted a post that she'd done a couple of years back. And Daryl was really quite a wild man. If you see it on Facebook, you should watch it because it's hilarious. And it was another side of Daryl that I have not seen. It was really cute. I had a lot of fun watching it, Daryl. And hello to Miss Kim as well. Bath is down towards the Pennsylvania, so south of you, near Corning, southeast of us. Okay, so cool. That kind of gives me a little bit of a relationship of where things are. That would be cool. So yeah, you guys could go to Bath and go see Peter and Summer and then go see Niagara Falls. It's just beautiful up there. You should go, really. Oh, there you go. Good ad. Have a 22-inch Blackstone for sale. So, Kevin, you want to tell them something? Dawn was telling me a little bit about the new Blackstone that you got. And then Ken and Carla has an interesting one that's an electric. I think it's electric, isn't it, Carla? Blackstone griddle that you have. So they're coming out with newer versions. I've used mine once since I put it in this trailer, and that was at Holder Mine. So I just haven't pulled it out to do anything for just myself. So I don't know. Who knows? When I go home, I may leave it there. Not so fun in the winter sometimes, though. Well, true. Yes, not so fun in the winter. My first time I was up there in May, kind of early May, first week or so in May, and it snowed. Not a lot. Well, it was like maybe 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground, but it did snow while I was there. I had icicles on Dorothy. It was pretty funny. Saying hello, making room for new stuff. I think they're trying to clean out some of their stuff. All right. Yes, it's electric. I thought so. I need to get a picture of that so people can see it because some people probably haven't seen it. Massac next week. Sorry, we'll miss you. For Missouri. Yes. Yeah. But Fort Massac is a really nice park. You'll enjoy it. Hey, Donna. Hi to Scotty as well, for sure. Yes, wild video. I heard it got all over 1 million views on social media. I am not surprised. I should copy that video. Oh. Hello again. How are you? Have you ever been on the road and a tornado is nearby? That's my biggest nightmare. I have not. I lived in Missouri all my early life. I was born and raised in Hannibal, and I lived there until I was about 35 years old, for the most part. I was out in Tulsa for a couple of years, and out in California for 1.5 years when my first husband was in the Air Force. And we went overseas to the Azores. I can't remember whether it was 18 months or 2 years over there. But other than that, I lived in Missouri. And, that's pretty much in Tornado Alley as well. Not as prevalent as some other areas, but we did get tornado warnings sometimes, and some pretty high winds. So, I kind of know what to watch for. And I've been very fortunate this year coming through Texas and Oklahoma and now Kansas. right through times when, those storms were ramping up. I've been very fortunate in that I have been on the fray, on the edge of it, so the storm would be ahead of me. Um, Although a couple of weeks ago, we had possibility of severe uh, wind and hail the size of golf balls at the park that I was in, and I I went over to the shelter, which is the bathhouse, but it really probably wouldn't have even had to. It just kind of passed on by. That's a good question, though. Thank you. Mobile Tech is here. Hi, how are you? Um, how are you doing? Are you out camping still, or are you at home? Where are you guys going to be next week? And in Missouri, we're going to the Lewis and Clark State Park. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So it'll be Don and Kevin, Ken and Carla, Donna, and myself. So it'll be a lot of fun. Y'all want to come down? Come on. You got a week to make it. Thank you for acknowledging, Sam. Need to see that video. Yeah, it's pretty funny. um, I don't know if you're not friends with Debbie on Facebook, you may not have seen it, but I can probably play it for you when we're together. Just got done traveling 1,200 miles to work on a trailer. Yes. So the trailer's back home. And have you actually started the work on it now? Everybody saying hi to Mobile Tech. Almost cut off your index finger. Oh my gosh. Take it slow. Be safe. I'm self-getting with Corona. All righty then. Well, don't be sewing anything now. Once you start the Corona, you have to turn off the saw. Everybody's saying hi. We have the the street. Golf ball size hail will ruin your trailer and your truck. Yes. Yeah. Fortunately, we didn't get that, so I was really good. Put some lime and salt in it for your finger. Good advice. You are home now. Okay. Almost needed a new finger. That is not good. That's not good, Larry. You have to take better care of yourself. Be more careful. It's going to be a great week. We want to see the Amelia Earhart thing there. Oh. You'll have to tell me more about that. I don't know about that. Is that a museum or an event, or tell me more about that. Someone else's trailer I was working on. Oh, but you bought the 48 what mainliner? Isn't that what it's called? That's one I thought you were talking about. You can relate. You almost cut off your finger too? That's not sounding very good. We are protected from tornadoes by the St. Louis arch effect, where it pushes weather either north or south of us. Interesting. Is that really a thing, Henry? That's very interesting. Jacksonville, Florida, is kind of in a curve on the coast, and that kind of protects us pretty much from hurricanes. That's why you don't see very many hurricanes in Jacksonville. So, not to say they haven't been there, but it seems like it's a little bit harder for them to cut into the coast there. So, I like it. I like that aspect of it. We moved there in '88, and we've boarded up the house a couple of times, but we boarded and evacuated once. And then the hurricane got within about 10 miles of the coastline and veered off back out into the ocean and went north of us. So it never really made landfall in our area. I was still working as a nurse in the hospital downtown, and I was on the A team, which you have to, report in, and you stay there and work through the hurricane until the hurricane passes, and then the B team comes in for the recovery period. So that was always interesting. I've had to do that a couple of different times. So it's a museum. Okay, cool. Oldest trailer I've owned so far. I bet so. But it's a cool looking trailer. I can't wait to see you actually start working on it. That's going to be cool. Cut the top of your finger off. Campfire story. Ah. All right, I'll be waiting for that one. Dang, yeah. Did it involve alcohol? Oh. No, but it's a nice myth. I didn't think so. I hadn't really heard anything about that. And coming from Missouri, I think I would have heard something about it. But you never know. You never know. No, you were 17. Oh, it could have been other things, though. Myth or mither. You bet she was fun. She probably was fun. Very angry 17-year-old, and that's enough about that. Rebellious, I think, is the word. So we won't go there, though. We won't go there. Mythiest. So anyway, but yeah, I hope that soon this all this tornado weather starts to calm down a little bit for a little while. It seems like we've had our share of it this year, and I saw that another storm front is brewing, but I don't think it's going to be affecting the Midwest quite as much as before. So, yep, not going there. I don't blame you. You don't have to go there. So anyway, I'm really excited about seeing everybody again next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's nice to spend time by yourself, but every now and then you just need that social interaction with some other people. So that's why it's been very nice. These people here have been very friendly and talkative, and that's always nice. And so it'll just be nice to be around people again. It was before she met me, so it wasn't your fault. Oh, that's funny. Very funny. Get to head to Twin Lakes, where I like to camp and fish this weekend. I would like to go there someday. That looks like a really pretty nice area. I've seen several of your videos that you've done there at Twin Lakes, and it looks like a very nice area. I would really like to see Nevada more too, especially up in northern Nevada. I've seen some very interesting videos about spots there in Nevada. I think it'd be a cool place to go. So hopefully we'll see. We'll see what next winter brings. We've got a whole lot of Nevada around here. Yeah, for sure. You do. Obviously, you straightened her out, Kevin. Well, hopefully she was a little bit more grown up by the time she met Kevin. I mean, 17, we were all kind of young and stupid. Sure, I did, Donna. That's funny. Anyway, so Don, how is Mr. Rambo doing? How's his leg been recently? He would absolutely love this yard, but over here to the side and behind me, this yard goes forever. It's just I don't know. There's maybe, I don't even know, 100 feet or more between campsites on, you know, this road and that road. Uh, just lots of yard. It's amazing. And the same in these other parts of this loop, you know, because there's like 4 or 5 streets in this loop. Um, and they've all got big yards. I joined the Air Force when you were 17. That's a good time to be joining the Air Force. You probably needed it back then. Kind of straighten you out and get you in line. Parents couldn't wait to get rid of you. That's funny. Well, you're an adventurous soul, Mobile Tech. You've done some pretty amazing things in your lifetime. And when I look back at some of your videos and stuff, I just, you know, have to shake my head and think about how young and brave and fearless you were, or young and stupid you were. But you've done some pretty amazing things that a lot of us would love to do and never did. So, doing well for his age. He's just turned 13. So he's getting up there in age. And Ziggy and Dee Dee have kind of started to slow down too. I noticed when we go out to walk, they don't, you know, try to breakneck like they used to before, like sled dogs. They've slowed down quite a bit recently. Oh my gosh, that's actually kind of scary, and I'm certainly glad that you survived it because Pinto is that one car that they would explode if they were hit in the rear end. So you were very fortunate, my friend. So signed up to the Air Force and went in at 18. My first husband was in the Air Force when we got married. So he came home, we got married, and then we were home for 2 or 3 days after we got married. And then we drove for 3 days to get back out to the base. So he was stationed at Norton Air Force Base out there in San Bernardino, California. And I loved it there. I love San Bernardino. It's such a beautiful area. Um, and I would, you know, live there again if it wasn't for all of the economy and the crap going on in California anymore. But beautiful area. Dang, Brian. Yeah, those things were notorious firebombs for sure. Yeah, I had a brother-in-law and sister-in-law that had one, and it always concerned me. You know, you were at Norton. It's kind of a cool place. Kind of a cool. I love, and then Vandenberg. I'm not sure where Vandenberg is. In George, Utah, maybe. Um, we used to love to go up to Big Bear and go up there for recreation and take my daughter. She was only about a year and a half old at the time. Up on take her down in the snow on inner tubes. It was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. Beautiful, beautiful area. We had a house up at the north end of San Bernardino. Oh, cool. Vandenberg is on the beach near Santa Monica and Lompoc. I love Santa Monica Beach. Been there, done that. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Got the worst sunburn of my life. I was 16. EVs have taken the place of Pintos, EVs. Yeah, pretty. As far as firebombs, went to George in late 80 and got out at George. Oh, wow. Very cool. Berg, you think? Okie doke. You worked on the flight line. That's what my husband, he worked on the flight line. Youngest son was born in Apple Valley. Really? I had an uncle that lived in Apple Valley. We used to go there and visit him. Um, That's a pretty area too. Kind of desert. Very cool. They had a very nice house. You worked on nukes? Ooh. Do you glow? They launch rockets from there. Wow. I had no idea. Kevin says 525 degrees. So it has to cool. Well, of course it does. We only got 15 minutes left. It should be cool by then. Folks that worked on the Minutemen and the Titans. Craziness. That's crazy. Sorry. So that's okay. You have to spend time with family. But since February, since we saw them. See, you have to see family when they're around. It's good to be home. So you're at home right now? Cool. SpaceX. Mostly military. Yeah. Britt is getting so big and Baylor is so cute. It's wonderful to see grandkids, isn't it? I have the sweetest little great granddaughter, and she just turned a year old end of April, and she's. I bought her for Christmas. I bought her one of those little Fisher Price walker kind of toys where they stand up and hold the handle and it rolls and helps them walk. And she's using that now. And my granddaughter sent me a video of her using it. It's just adorable and just, makes my heart sing when I see things like that. Oh, it's cold can soup for him. You believe that, don't you? Yeah, family always first, for sure. Sure you do. 100% believe you. Just got home Monday and it's so good to see them. Yes, absolutely. It's good to be around family. I had a FaceTime talk with my daughter today. So, and that always helps, when you can FaceTime and see their faces and hear their voice. Mostly military. Ooh, spy satellites. Wow. You guys know more than you should, probably. Yes, absolutely. My love being at home. It has so much freedom. I know, isn't it different? It's like at home, I have a fenced in backyard. And when the dogs want to go out, I just go over and open the back door and let them out. And then when they're done, they'll come and scratch on the door and let me know they're ready to come in. Has now been taken over by the bees, it seems. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. Wow. But you don't have that trailer any longer, right? You just got the email, so yeah. Oh, yeah. That's terrible. That can happen to anybody, though, right? Belly pen has a hole and the bees are deciding to live in there. Ooh, that's not good. How in the world would you get them out of there? I guess smoke them out, then you have to smoke up the whole trailer almost. That'll be interesting. What's a good method of getting rid of that? Let's hope none of us ever have to deal with that, but it'd be good to know. Good question, Kevin. The driver who put that trailer in its slot broke the exterior dump plumbing and tore some of the belly pan. Oh, so it was after the trailer left your place. Call the Orkin man for sure. For sure. I don't know. You might need a specialist that specializes in getting rid of bees. I'm not sure if the Orkin man Do they do that kind of stuff? Not your fault for sure. Had nothing to do with you. It was whoever parked it. I'm kind of getting hungry a little bit. I'm gonna. Last night I fixed some minute steaks and some mashed potatoes and green beans, and I fixed enough for 2 meals. So tonight all I have to do is pop it in the microwave and heat it up a little bit and have my dinner. I don't know what I'm going to have the next night though. I've got pork chops in there. I've got more minute steaks. I have hamburgers. If the weather's nice, I'd like to grill outside uh, in the fire pit. We'll see. Luckily, there's a beekeeper a quarter mile away. It's probably his bees. Oh, well, I don't know how lucky that is. And that's that. Yeah. DDT. DDT might do it. Yeah. Bee removers who will come get them for free. Oh, see, there's Miss environmental lady, our Miss Jennifer. She's a friend to nature for sure, and she knows so much about flora and fauna and insects and reptiles. And I'm telling you, if y'all watch Jennifer's videos, she talks about that kind of stuff all the time, and it's just so interesting to me. She's like an encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to nature. I love you, Jennifer. You do such a good job with that stuff, and we all need to be better stewards like you are. Let's see, not sure how our weather will be. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm hoping it's going to be nice. I got to have one day, though, to do laundry. I haven't been the last campsite or this campsite. There's no laundromats that look like they're halfway decent to go to near me. And there is one fairly near in Rushville that has some pretty good reviews. So I've got to do laundry while I'm there. Probably his bees, yeah. Kathy W. Well, hi, Kathy W. Love reams, but try Amish dry noodles. Cook up thick like reams. Nice. Where was I just the other day? Oh, it was at an Ace Hardware at my last campground. And they had some Amish dry noodles. I should have got some. I'll keep that in mind, though, Kathy. Thank you very much. And thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. We need the pollinators. Don't kill them, for sure. She could keep you busy on a trail. Yes, she sure could. You love the bees. As long as they don't sting me, they're fine. They make my peaches and apples and plums grow. Yes, they do. They're good. They are good pollinators. You are so welcome. You're just you're really amazing, I think. Wish we could send the politicians to round up the bees. That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Absolutely would be. You need to do it too. Only 2 washers and dryers here. Well, there's none here. That's what professors do. That's true. That's very true. But she's an English professor, not a nature professor. But she could be very easily. If you've ever watched very many of her videos and listened to her talk about all the insects and the flowers and the trees and invasive species, and she's just totally amazing. You got home Monday? That's nice. So you've had a few days there. Very nice. How long will you be there before you take off again? Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Britt is 3.5, and Baylor will be 6. Such cute ages. Three and 4 year olds. They're hilarious. I love talking to those kids because they say some of the silliest things, um, and ask questions that they're just like little sponges, just soaking up everything that they can. They're pretty amazing. Thank you, Carla. It does help the channel. If you would, after the chat is over, leave a comment like you would on any other video. That always helps. I appreciate that, Carla. Public live stream from the Vintage RV Park. Oh, yes, I happened to catch you there. It was pretty cool. I just, oh, look, there's Mobile Tech. I'll pop in. So, on the front of course, before going into the campground. Cool. You'll have a good breakfast there. That's always nice. That's the good thing about stopping at Cracker Barrel. You know, pull in that night, get you some dinner, go to bed, get up, go in for breakfast, and then take off and leave. And no dishes. Yeehaw! I love when I don't have to do dishes. The nice thing is when I cook my meals, like I said, I usually cook for anywhere from 2 to 4 meals, and that way I don't have to cook every single day, and I'm not making a big mess or doing a lot of dishes all the time. So it's really very nice. Could even be as simple as, yeah. Comment for following the yellow brick road. Thank you. That's usually what Carla puts. So it always helps. Biological anthropology. Absolutely. A nice comment is preferred but not required. Oh my gosh. You're crazy, girl. I can't wait to see you and catch up and see how things are going. We haven't talked really in quite a while, so it'd be a lot of fun. So anyway, you've been an armchair naturalist all of your life. Well, it's stuck for sure. I'm so caught up in political. I've not been watching much Facebook or RV videos. I'm hoping that will change soon. I'm not watching any political stuff. At this point, there's not anything I can do about it until they put the candidates on the ballot and I get to go vote. So I just don't bother. I don't bother watching that stuff because it's just too irritating and too lengthy. Sometimes they talk a subject to death and it's really just boring. I just want, give me the nutshell. Give me what I need to know right now within a 5-minute video and be quiet. I don't need all the extra fluff that to me that's just so boring. And I will turn them off right now. If they start talking all that baloney before they even get to the topic, and then sometimes you get these thumbnails up there that you think you're going to find something out about a particular topic, and you watch the whole video trying to wait for that information to come, and it never does. And that really irritates me. So I just don't watch it. Yeah. Me either. I'm tired of them all, for sure. And it just, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. I want snippets. I want nutshelled information. Just give me the meat of the topic. I don't need all of the other stuff that goes with it. It's all very long-winded. Yes. Yes. It's very easy to get a migraine. Unless you just turn it off, and then you don't have to worry about it. Can't watch the little stuff either, like you said. Can't do anything about it. News used to be no fluff. Yeah. Give me Walter Cronkite. That was the news. Where it was factual reporting, um, and it wasn't belabored and drug out into some production, which is exactly what it is today. Stuff like Gunsmoke. Exactly. Exactly. And Rawhide. Yes. And the Wild Wild West. I used to love that show. And the Three Stooges. Yeah, I like watching the older shows too. I've been watching a lot of on air TV. Although my stupid remote, this is a new TV, and my remote won't turn the TV on anymore. So now I've got to purchase a different remote for this Sansui TV. Who puts Sansui TVs in the RVs? I don't like this TV. Probably next year I'm going to replace this and put a different TV in there because this TV is a piece of crap. And the remote definitely is a piece of crap. But that's for another day. I did get my Vizio TV in the bedroom. It works great. I got my shelf up underneath of there to put my DVD player on. I don't know if y'all saw that on Facebook. I know a lot of you did. But it's perfect. It's just the right size, not too big, not too little. I can duck my head and go around it without hitting my head. So it's great. Love the Wild Wild West. Yes. 2.5 Men. Yeah. Tend to want to know why about everything. I should have been an investigator. Yeah, Don, if you were on television, I'd have to turn you off too. Oh, Don has a hard time nutshelling information for me. The monkeys, they were fun, weren't they? Cheap piece of crap. Yes, exactly, it is. A lot of bees right now on our rhododendron. Oh, I love rhododendrons. Gosh, so it's May and those normally bloom in February in Florida. Or a scientist. Now I am all about cold cases, and that's fun too. I like to watch that, and then I watch. They have. They'll do NCIS. They'll do is Law and Order SVU. I love those kind of shows. So, and they do Chicago Fire. They do Chicago PD, and I watch those shows a lot. So it's nice when I get a good, local channels. Where are you going camping again? They are camping. Oh, you meant Jennifer. Okay. What do you think about D.B. Cooper? I don't know D.B. Cooper. Cold cases are fun. I love watching stuff like that. Forensics. Yeah. Bones. That's another one that I like to watch. And I'm sure it's not authentic, but I just love the characters in that show. Hopefully soon, now that school is done. Oh, yay, it's already done. Nice. Out for the summer. One of my favorite subjects. I have no idea who D.B. Cooper was. So, but there again, I'm not somebody who watches a lot of uh, news or TV shows other than older ones. Been chomping at the bit for a video from you Campington. Yeah, it's fun. She has a good time out there. So anyway, All right, guys, it's 7 o'clock. Dr. G is good. Yes. But you get tired of it. Yeah. I mean, I have to turn it off after a while. I can't watch those shows for hours at a time. Uh, I like to have a little variety, and unfortunately, some of these channels that air those shows, they'll do like a marathon day. Um, Now I'm okay with NCIS, of course, because that's my all-time favorite. And Bones, I can watch that one. Um, but some of them I get a little bit tired of. All right. Bye, Don. Say hello to Scotty for us. Whoops. I've skydived with him. Oh my gosh. Known him for decades. Well, that's very cool. Yes, you do. He's the guy who jumped out of the plane with a bunch of money. I thought that was somebody totally different. Sounds like we're off. Yes. It's the same old stuff with the news for sure. Ask for more. All right, you guys. I will chat with you guys more next week. Um, and hopefully you'll see all of us sitting around so you can ask us questions or um, chit chat, laugh at us, do anything you want. All right, you all have a really good week, and I'll talk with you Thursday. Good night, everybody.